Hello, universe. Welcome to my world. Angelina Jordan covers different songs from different decades. And today we're going back to the 1950s. And we're hearing a classical song, Magic Moments. Now, this song was originally sung by Perry Como in 1957, and we will hear that shortly. But to introduce that song, first we will hear a very similar version from Ronnie Hilton. He was an English singer in the 50s who did a version very similar to the original. And it's amazing how a song can be like a time capsule and take us back, and yet at the same time be reinterpreted in so many different ways.
Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments, when two hearts are caring. We walked in the park, held hands in the dark, the love and the kisses. That wonderful time you said you'd be mine, now I call you Mrs. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments, when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
Next, we're going to Japan, and we're hearing a very unusual version from Toki Asako. Totally different than the first one we've heard.
Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the hayride. The weather we had to try to keep warm by taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
Next, we're going to meet Amandier. She's a French singer and TV personality. Here, she's doing a version in 1985, which has more of a continental feel. Actually, if you listen to this song, it could be from the 60s rather than the 80s.
I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the hayride. The way that we hugged to try to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
Next, we're going to 1997, and we're hearing a version from Erasure. They are an English synth pop band, and the song is getting more and more stretched by different versions.
Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the hayride. The way that we hugged and tried to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments
we are stretching this song incredibly, and we're actually going to hear a punk version. Yes, a punk version. It's going to be a little bit shorter than the other versions we have, because I appreciate the sensibilities of my older listeners. And now we are reaching the era of the crooner. Before we hear Perry Como, who was a crooner himself, we're hearing one of the ultimate crooners, Mr. Bing Crosby. His version came about a year after the original. And you can really hear that it's Bing Crosby when he holds the notes longer. You can identify his voice better then.
I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the hayride. The way that we hugged to try to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
And before we hear the original, we'll have a bit of a diversion. This song was originally written by Bert and Hal David, who are a very renowned songwriting partnership. And I find it ironic that singers get all the credit and the songwriters are barely heard of. We can name hundreds and hundreds of different singers, but how many songwriters can you name, especially songwriting partnership? We have Lennon and McCartney, and in my father's generation we had Rodgers and Hammerstein. But Burt Bacharach and Hal David are really in the top 10 world famous partnerships. And previously I've said of the advantage that a singer has when he writes his own songs, of how it's more seamless. But with a lot of these partnerships, especially with Burt Bacharach and Hal David, they have separate division of duties. Burt Bacharach wrote the music, while Hal David wrote the lyric. And so the coordination may not be as natural as when you have a singer-songwriter who does it all himself. And the category that these two wrote in was called easy listening, it was called lounge pop, and it was even called orchestral pop. And they were based in the Brill Building in Manhattan, where all the songwriters gathered, and they churned out one hit after another. They wrote, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
They wrote This Guy's in Love with You.
This guy's in love with you.
And they wrote a lot of songs for Dionne Warwick. They wrote Walk On By and That's What Friends Are For.
Walk on by. That's what friends are for.
And so we come to Perry Como's version. For some reason, Perry Como's version seems even more old-fashioned than any of the others that we've heard before. This is only 1957, and here he is with his backing singers, the Ray Charles Singers.
Magic moments when two hearts are healed. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the hate ride. The way that we hugged to try to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
Now we've come to the performance by Angelina Jordan. We structure these videos in such a way where we show the full spectrum of different styles before we reach Angelina, and then that helps put Angelina's performance in perspective. And consistently, she is different again. And today's performance is more personal. I feel like she is singing to me personally. And yet at the same time, she's almost singing the song in a slightly playful way. And if you watch the rapport between her and Egil Clausen, the guitarist, they seem very, very tuned into each other, almost like a dance duo in a dance competition. The way they bounce off each other and stay in perfect unison.
Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. I'll never forget the moment we kissed the night of the high ride. The way that we hugged to try to keep warm while taking a sleigh ride. Magic moment when two hearts are sharing. Magic moment, memories we've been sharing. Time can erase the memory of these magic moments filled with love.
We tend to chronicle virtually everything Angelina records and puts out, and we try and put it in context and show how the choices she makes with her approach are different. We will continue to chronicle the development of Angelina Jordan in the future. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. Bye.